6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Aisha Nayab. First, the headlines. Pakistan and the United Arab Emirates have agreed to strengthen strategic partnership and cooperation. Prime Minister has termed sending skilled workforce to the UAE as one of the top priorities of his government. Minister for Planning says Pakistan's economy stands on strong foundations. Pakistan has expressed gratitude to financial assistance and solidarity extended by international community at the recent Geneva conference. Human Rights Watch says Modi regime intensified curbs in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir after August 2019 move. The United Nations Secretary-General calls on all member states to uphold the vision and values of UN Charter and rule of law. And now the news in detail. Pakistan and the United Arab Emirates have agreed to intensify consultation and coordination to strengthen strategic partnership and cooperation, particularly in the field of information and communication technologies. In a joint statement issued at the conclusion of Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif's two-day official visit to UAE, the two sides agreed to developing tangible and meaningful bilateral cooperation in key areas. The two sides agreed to work together for bridging the digital divide. During talks, Pakistan and the UAE reaffirmed their historical and brotherly ties rooted in shared religion, culture, values, and pursuit of regional and global peace and security. According to a joint statement, the Prime Minister and the President of the UAE held detailed discussions on concrete measures to strengthen the bilateral relationship while also exchanging views on regional political and security matters. They also discussed a specific initiative to enhance cooperation in political, defense, economic, commercial, and cultural areas, developing joint ventures and strengthening collaboration in the human resource sector. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to further strengthen existing bilateral engagements with the UAE at all levels and fields including trade, investment, energy, culture and tourism. He was talking to Minister for Tolerance of United Arab Emirates Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak, who called on him in Abu Dhabi today. The UAE's minister praised the dedication and hard work of the Pakistani community, which is significantly contributing towards the development of the UAE. Talking to a delegation of Abu Dhabi Chamber of Commerce led by its chairman Abdullah Muhammad Al Muzarai, the Prime Minister said sending skilled workforce to UAE is one of the top priorities of his government. The Prime Minister said he is delighted to note that bilateral trade between Pakistan and the UAE has grown significantly in recent times. During the meeting, the Prime Minister stressed on the need to enhance Chamber of Commerce cooperation between the two countries. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has expressed confidence that his UAE visit will help turning the friendship between Pakistan and the United Arab Emirates into a strategic partnership. Talking to a delegation of Pakistan Business Council in Abu Dhabi today, he said his meetings with the UAE leadership were successful. The Prime Minister encouraged the delegation of Pakistan Business Council UAE to do business and investment in the country, especially in the areas of energy, real estate, information technology, food processing and tourism. The Prime Minister also invited the members of the delegation to come to Pakistan with proposals for investment and business. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has left Abu Dhabi for home after completing his two-day official visit to the United Arab Emirates. At the airport, UAE Minister for Economic Affairs Abdullah bin Tawq Al Murri and officials of the Pakistani Embassy bid him adieu. Minister for Planning and Development Hassan Iqbal says Pakistan's economy stands on strong foundations and it would come out of economic crisis very soon. Talking to BBC, he said despite economic challenges, Pakistan will not default in any case. Speaking about the flood damages in Pakistan, Hassan Iqbal said over 1,700 people died across the country during the torrential rains and floods last year. He said the rehabilitation and reconstruction continues in the flood-hit areas. However, complete recovery would take 2 to 3 years' time. Minister for National Food Security and Research Tariq Bashir Chimal has dispelled the impression that there is any dearth of wheat in the country and termed propaganda against its shortage as baseless. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, he said the federal government has imported wheat worth 2 billion rupees despite financial constraints to meet its requirement in the country. The Senate was informed today that a mechanism is in place to ensure disbursement of amounts of the beneficiaries of Benazir Income Support Program in a transparent manner. Minister of State for Law Shahadat Awan told the House during question hour that monitoring of payments at all levels is ensured to cater to the issues of illegal deductions. The Minister of State for Law said the government has allocated a total budget of 364 billion rupees to Benazir Income Support Program for the current financial year. The House will now meet on Monday at 3 p.m. This is Radio Pakistan. Pakistan has handed over the presidency of the Group of 77 and China to the Republic of Cuba. Speaking on the occasion via a pre-recorded message, Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari said the group has been instrumental in maintaining development at the heart of the United Nations and focused on development partners towards the triple crisis faced by the developing countries owing to COVID-19 pandemic, war to Ukraine and climate change. Pakistan has expressed gratitude to financial assistance and solidarity extended by international community at International Conference on Climate Resilient Pakistan at Geneva. Foreign Office spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Baloch at the weekly press briefing at Foreign Office in Islamabad today said the government will work with International Partners Support Group to develop detailed plans for specific recovery interventions and building Pakistan's climate resilience and adaptation. Mumtaz Zahra Baloch said Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari and Minister of State for Foreign Affairs will attend the 53rd annual meeting of the World Economic Forum taking place in Davos, Switzerland from 16 to 20 of this month. She said during the visit, the Foreign Minister and the Minister of State will also meet participating dignitaries including political leaders, corporate executives, heads of international organizations, and leading media and civil society personalities. Replying to a question, the spokesperson categorically stated that Pakistan is fully capable to fight terrorism and has full capacity to counter the threat. Human Rights Watch says Modi regime intensified curbs in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir after August 2019 move. Washington-based rights watchdog in its report titled World Report 2023, summarizing human rights conditions worldwide in 2022, said that during the period 229 deaths were reported in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The report said Indian authorities have intensified restriction of free expression and peaceful assembly in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called on all member states to uphold the vision and values of Human Charter and rule of law in particular. He was speaking at the Council Security Meeting on promotion and strengthening of rule of law and maintenance of international peace and security. In the third and final decisive one-day international against New Zealand in Karachi, Pakistan were 259 for 7 in 47.4 overs a short while ago. Earlier, Pakistan won the toss and chose to bat. The three-match series is levelled by 1-1. And finally, the weather report. Mainly very cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, dense foggy conditions are likely to prevail over plain areas of Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Upper Sindh. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.